Hi, I'm Deborah King, one of the Elder Care Coordinators at McGinnis Elder Care Law. Coping with the loss of a close friend or family member can be one of the hardest challenges that many of us face. When we lose a spouse, sibling, or parent, our grief can be particularly intense. Loss is understood as a natural part of life, but we can still be overcome by shock and confusion, leading to prolonged periods of sadness or depression. The sadness typically diminishes in intensity as time passes, but grieving is an important process in order to overcome these feelings and continue to embrace the time you had with your loved one. Everyone reacts differently to death and employs personal coping mechanisms for grief. Research shows that most people can recover from loss on their own through the passage of time if they have social support and healthy habits. It may take months or a year to come to terms with a loss. There is no normal time period for someone to grieve. Don't expect to pass through the phases of grief either, as new research suggests that most people do not go through stages as progressive steps. It is not a linear process. If your relationship with the deceased was difficult, this will also add another dimension to the grieving process. It may take some time and thought before you are able to look back on the relationship and adjust to the loss. Human beings are naturally resilient, considering most of us can endure loss and then continue on with our own lives. But some people may struggle with grief for longer periods of time and feel unable to carry out daily activities. Those with severe grief may be experiencing complicated grief. These individuals could benefit from the help of a psychologist or another licensed mental health professional with a specialization in grief. So how do you move on? Mourning the loss of a close friend or relative takes time, but research tells us that it can also be a catalyst for a renewed sense of meaning that offers purpose and direction to life. If you're grieving the loss of a loved one, these 5 tips may help you come to terms with the loss. First, talk about the death of your loved one with friends and colleagues in order to understand what happened and remember the person. Denying the death is an easy way to isolate yourself, plus it will frustrate the people in your support system. Second, accept your feelings. People experience all kinds of emotions after the death of someone close. Sadness, anger, frustration, and even exhaustion are all normal. Third, take care of yourself and your family. Eating well, exercising, and getting plenty of rest help us get through each day and move forward. Fourth, reach out and help others dealing with the loss. Helping others has the added benefit of making you feel better as well. Sharing stories of the deceased can help everyone cope. And finally, remember and celebrate the lives of your loved ones. Possibilities include donating to a favorite charity of the deceased, framing photos of fun times, passing on a family name to a baby, or planting a garden in memory. What you choose is up to you, as long as it allows you to honor that unique relationship in a way that feels right to you. Grief is a normal and natural process. However, if you feel stuck or overwhelmed by your emotions, it may be helpful to talk with a licensed psychologist or other mental health professional who can help you cope with your feelings and find ways to get back on track.